And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19 and a half sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Fournette, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Second and 11 now. Bridgewater now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Bridgewater.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the Panthers' 33-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Working with a second and 4. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The kick is...
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, first and 10 at their own 42. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, let's see. The Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
On the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah. Throw
that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day. All day. 60 Eagles.
Throwing again. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The wide receiver.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. This is Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 30.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you. I got you. Hey, one set. Check, right. Sugar.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21. Panthers.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Brady now to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. Brady gives this one off to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
McCaffrey, the ball.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A quick throw by Bridgewater, and that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
First down, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
McCaffrey with the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Carolina.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. William Golston in on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down and 8. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 16.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said,